B Marsh Boxing back at it with another boxing video, man. Man, you see me, B Marsh, man. I ain't gonna lie. You see B Marsh, man. I'm like Gary Russell or Jamie McDonald when it comes to this YouTube boxing community shit. You know what I mean? Or you know what I'm saying? Just boxing videos in general. You check it. Yeah, I might upload videos up on this piece. You know what I mean? On this YouTube platform. But that don't mean I listen to a lot of people's videos up on this YouTube shit. You know what I mean? Truth be told, I don't really even listen to much boxing videos. You know what I mean? Only boxing videos I really listen to. It's really like fellas that I might jump on the hangout with. You know what I mean? Some fellas that I respect. They boxing acumen and you know what I'm saying. Even if some might not have an extensive knowledge as far as boxing history or you know what I'm saying stuff like that. But as long as you entertain me and you keep it 100 and you know you just you know what I'm saying you calling boxing the way it should be. You know, those are very few channels I listen to, man, because a lot of channels on this piece don't got that kind of integrity there. You know what I'm saying? They just like to hear themselves speak, you know what I mean? You check it, you drop mad videos in a day, man. Let's say you drop 10 of them, man. At least 3 of them joints gonna be some bullshit, man, because you basically searching, you reaching, you're fishing, you trying to throw some bait to try and get some boxing news, you know what I mean? So you see the title of this video one time, man. You know, how the fuck is the man Jarret Hurd ducking Jermell Charlo? You know what I mean? You know, big ups to my mans, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna say his name right now, but he be plugging me on to these channels out here who be saying some nut ass noodle ass shit, you know what I mean? Who be talking out the side of their neck, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, how is Jarret Hurd the unified champion in the division, a champion that a division that has not been unified since 2013, since Floyd got in the ring with Cannoli? How the fuck is this man uh, uh, ducking Jermell Charlo? The man Jarret Hurd right now is arguably a pound for pound fighter. You know what I'm saying? The man fought Landy Lara, beat it convincingly, comprehensively. No debate, no dispute. Clear cut victory for the man. Jarret Hurd. You know what I'm saying? He took on the big dog in the division, something that any other champion, previous champions in the division wouldn't do. Even Floyd Mayweather wasn't fighting Landy Lara when Lara was his mandatory for that WBA 154-pound title for years. The man Jarret Hurd comes on the scene was just a prospect, goes from a prospect to a contender within one fight. Yo, what going, Charlie Brown? What's the deal, son? I see you in the chat, man. Just here vexed because some people on these YouTube streets, man, they be putting out some nut ass videos just to hear themselves talk. You know what I'm saying? They basically saying that the man Jarret Hurd is ducking Jermell Charlo, not considering the fact that this guy Jermell Charlo is fighting Jarret Hurd's leftovers. How the fuck you gonna be ducking a man but you fighting his leftovers? You know what I'm saying? Man been in the division from a long time. I'm talking about Jermell Charlo. Struggled with fellas like Vanis Martirosyan and arguably lost that fight. I think I had him losing that fight. It's been a while since I've seen it. Alright? This guy struggled with fellas like John Jackson. John Jackson, whom we haven't seen since his chin couldn't hold up as usual. But he was outboxing Jermell Charlo for a good 5 to 6 rounds. Alright? And we talking about Gabe Rosado, a perennial loser. A perennial guy who takes L's, but he's always in good fights, you know what I mean? A guy who's not afraid to step in the ring with anybody from 154 to 168. Put the man Gabe Rosado in there with Adonis Stevenson, he'll take that fight. And he arguably, I was live in the building at the DC Armory for that fight. He arguably beat the man Jermell Charlo. You check it, Jermell Charlo just been fighting mandatories. This man, fellas on this motherfucker dumb as shit, I ain't gonna lie, man. The man Jarret Hurd come out the woodworks and says, you know what? Give me Austin Trout as a voluntary former world champion. Jermell Charlo wasn't even thinking of doing that. The whole time he been a champion, but he just fighting Mandos, fellas like Hatley and Lubin. Alright? The man Jermell, not only that, the man Jarret Hurd says, you know what? Give me another voluntary, man. I'm going to try unify with the baddest man in the division. A guy who has pound for pound level skills. A guy who hasn't really lost a fight cleanly. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the Carlos Molina fight with Larry, what's his name, Aslandy Lara, that could have gone either way. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is, Jarret Hurds came in the division, came from a prospect to contender in one fight, contender to champion in the next fight. Quick, fast, and in a hurry, he's a unified champ. Now motherfuckers vexed because the man wants to fight Kell Brook. Don't you know don't you know that the man Kell Brook, as soon as Jarret Hurd acquired that IBF 154-pound title, Kell Brook was the first man to call Jarret Hurd out. He says he wants to fight him. So did Eddie Hearn, both of them. There was in the queue. There was a first in line to be calling out Jarret Hurd. Now the man Jarret Hurd would like to fight the man Kell Brook. Now people trying to say that he's ducking Jermell Charlo. See, there's a faction over here on YouTube. It's like, yo, if one of them likes the idea that the man Eddie Hearn is trying to put this DAZN or DAZN a $1 billion deal, if one of them likes it in that faction, they're going to frame broil his ass, you know what I mean? They're going to look at him sideways like, what are you doing, man? We all don't like Eddie Hearn. Why are you vouching for him? You see, I ain't on that type of nut-ass shit, because that same faction is also a faction that is also against Jarret Hurd. They say he wins fights because he's big. Jarret Hurd, man, put that motherfucking notion to sleep long time ago when he said, yo, being big don't win you fights, you know what I mean? You got to bring skills to the table, you know what I'm saying? You check it. Oh, yeah, you know, fellas got, you know, they be mad because their predictions be going way the fuck left, you know what I'm saying? Fellas be breaking down the whole video, be trying to put in all kind of X and O's and try to put in the bolts to say, oh, this guy's going to do this, that, and the third, and the whole time they motherfucking prediction be wrong. Same way they did for Adrian Broner. That whole faction was mad at Adrian Broner for whatever reason, like Adrian Broner fucked a bitch or something. They did their predictions. AB came out with the motherfucking draw. I was disappointed because I picked the man to win. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, fellas was, you know, was in their feelings because they picked the man Vargas to beat AB. But, you know, that's why there was on a campaign to try and smear AB's name a whole week after the fight, you know what I'm saying? Talking about the man needs mirrors, you know what I'm saying? Fellas on this YouTube shit need to stop playing with these boxers, man, and stop calling people ducks. Get in the motherfucking ring yourself. You know, this is YouTube, the same place where fellas say they gonna punch or slap world-class elite boxers in their face. You know what I'm saying? So how can you take people seriously on here? You know what I mean? Kell Brook is number 2 or 3 in the WBC rankings. You know what I'm saying? Why don't Jermell Charlo try to get a piece of that guy? You know what I mean? He's too busy fighting the man Jarret Hurd's leftovers. You check it? So stop with the BS, man. Jarret Hurd ain't ducking no fucking body. You know what I'm saying? You check it. The man obviously is a big dude. He's ready for 160 at any time soon, you know what I mean? But the bottom line is, the man is the number 1 champion at 154. No number one shit. He's the champion. C, you know what I'm saying? All he needs is to get a fight in there with the man Jermell Charlo. And he's going to tax that ass and he's going to be the lineal champion, you know what I'm saying? Straight up and down, man, you know. Jarret Hurd versus Kell Brook is a very good fight because Kell Brook is a big 154-pounder. He been fought at 154 since he was fighting fellas like, what's that dude from what the fuck is his name, man? That guy Kell Brook fought twice. Carson Jones, you know what I mean? Alright, so don't give me that BS that the man heard. How the fuck is he trying to, is he ducking Charlo when he has the best resume at 154? Fellas on here need to stop playing and stop. That's like I said, man. I'm like Gary Russell, man. I don't watch a lot of boxing YouTube videos, you know what I mean? I watch fellas like, yeah, big us Charlie Brown. Everybody that you see me on a hangout with, you know what I'm saying? Or we have a rapport with, yeah. But other than that, fellas on here, if I had to listen to people's videos, man, I'd go crazy, man, because I'd be making response videos all day, every day, telling people shut the fuck up forever, man, because you just spreading propaganda. And that's what people, looks like people's intentions and motivations and motives are here on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Look at this Anthony Joshua shit. Big ups to my mans too, man. Big ups to AP who told me, man, enough respect, man. You staying clear away from this Anthony Joshua Wilder shit. You fucking right I am. What the fuck is there to talk about? I want to see Undisputed just like everybody else at the heavyweight. But if promoters like Eddie Hearn are full of shit and keep backsliding and basically saying one thing and not you know, staying true to their word, you know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua and them wanted $50 million, and now they were being offered $50 million. Now they're talking about they want to fight in the UK because they want to give back to their fans. Nah, man, I'm not buying that bullshit. You don't want to just give back to the fans, man. You try to keep it in England, man. That's where you want to fight just so you could have home field advantage. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but just keep it a 100. Keep it a buck, man. Keep it a grand, 50 grand, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's why the fuck I'm staying away from that Wilder and Joshua shit, man. There's a whole lot of other boxing shit going down as far as news and fights, you know what I'm saying? You know, and up until that fight is made or close to be made, that's when I'm going to get into it. Breakdowns, predictions, you know what I'm saying, and all that, you know what I mean? But as far as that is concerned, there ain't nothing to talk about, man. You checking motherfuckers trying to do, they basically doing this shit, trying to capitalize on the views. Nothing wrong with that. Do you, you know what I mean? Me personally, I'm not concerned with views. I only talk about, I ain't gonna lie, I talk about what I want to talk about. It might be selfish, you know. Some people might want to hear me talk about Triple G and Cannoli and how that, you know, but truth be told, I only like to talk about what interests me. You know what I'm saying? What interests me and maybe what's not being covered by a lot of people. Because at the end of the day, the Wilder and Anthony Joshua shit, if it gets made, all them 101 million videos people been making, you know, drawing the line and, you know, abusing each other fan bases, basically carrying flags, looking out here like the motherfucking, you know, look, they out here looking like them pilgrims in Massachusetts, man, fighting against the redcoats, you know what I'm saying? You know, basically waving their American flag. And the redcoats is the British. They got the Union Jack flag. Y'all motherfuckers patriotic like shit for countries that don't give a fuck about you, man. Stop with the BS, man. We want to see the Anthony Joshua and Wilder fight. And it's funny, you know, how people like to, you know, people who used to hate Floyd Mayweather on here making videos, they used to hate Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Saying Floyd ain't this, Floyd ain't that, you know what I'm saying? Or fellas who used to hate on the man Lennox Lewis because he's a British fighter, obviously. You know, people from the States, weren't giving the man credit. But now, to try and prove a point to fit their narrative, they say, oh, Floyd wouldn't do this. Floyd was a real champion. He would fight, but you guys weren't big enough Floyd when Floyd was in his prime and taking names and taking scalps and taxing that ass when he was undefeated, you know what I'm saying? Like Lennox Lewis. Fellas would call him all kind of names. Fellas would even call the man Lennox Lewis gay and all that, you know what I'm saying? This English teetoting motherfucker. But now to fit your narrative, Anthony Joshua's a coward. He ain't got heart like Lennox Lewis. The same motherfucking Lennox Lewis that y'all say motherfuckers who gassing him now just to stomp on the man Anthony Joshua. You guys weren't big enough Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? You were saying he ain't shit. He's this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? Same with Lennox Lewis. You weren't calling him a warrior, but now you're calling him a warrior to suit your narrative. I can't take fellas seriously, you know what I mean? That's why I listen to a few boxing channels on this motherfucker, because I got more things to do during the day. I'm up early on this Tuesday. Yesterday was a motherfucking Memorial Day weekend. Today's a business day. I'm up on my gorilla grind, you heard? And I had to make this video one time because my man sent me the link in a private message. And I was like, dogs, what is this BS, man? You know what I'm saying? Are you mad because Jarret Hurd's a unified champ? Doing big. Yeah, are you mad because you picked Arislandi Lara to beat Hurd? And I fucks with Lara. Lara's one of my favorite fighters. But I don't call predictions based on favoritism. You heard? I'll call it from the X's and O's and what I see in the ring and who can capitalize as far as strategies and game plan. And there was no way the man Arislandi Lara is going to beat Jarret Hurd. You mad? By the second round, Arislandi Lara stopped using his legs. He stood in the pocket with the guy. Come on, man. V-Marsh Boxing, man. I'm about to seal the deal on this video. Big ups to Charlie Brown coming through in the chat. He says, Charlie Brown's in the chat. He says, Charlo, hype boys. Truth. Charlie Brown says, yes, brothers is sore losers, all of them. Yeah, that's why these motherfuckers don't even make prediction videos like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't make prediction videos. But if you listen to them periodically, they say they think who they think is going to win the fight. Any fights, you know what I mean? And 9 times out of 10, these motherfuckers predictions be way the fuck off, you know what I'm saying? Because they picking with emotions. That's why they was trying to flame up the man Adrian Broner after coming off a draw, you know what I'm saying? They was in their feelings, you know. Instead of giving the man Adrian Broner credit for even having a draw, I was disappointed because I picked him to win, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, these motherfuckers, they picked him to lose. And after he got the draw, they was still in their feelings, you know what I mean? Like AB fucked a bitch or something. Like AB pelted them with one of them quarters he threw up in that Walmart when he said, I'm AB, I don't need no change. Like one of them motherfucking quarters hit him in the eye, man. Shut the fuck up forever. Be Marsh Boxing, I'm gone. Peace.